We're rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots, and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby.
What is going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday, and welcome to Beyond the Rider, episode 40 with Ray from the Harley Showcase. Ray, how are you doing, sir?
What's up, man? Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And just a reminder, if you're listening to this as the podcast version, this and more is available on the Ride the Biker YouTube channel. So feel free to check that out as well. So we have Setzer Pennants, not Denver. And then we have the man, the myth, the legend, Denver Woods, celebrating his 50th birthday, and he's looking for beer money.
Jesus, 50? Goddamn, you're harsh, buddy. It's 44, dude. It's my Magnum year. Come on now.
Oh, I thought it was your 50th. My apologies. I got these reading glasses, so yeah, sometimes it's hard to tell.
Right. Maybe you get a different prescription.
Wow.
That's right.
What's everybody drinking? Ray's got something.
Denver, on that note, brother, cheers to you, man.
Yeah,
as always,
cheers.
And also to answer your question, Bri, my traditional tall boy Michelada Modelo.
I was going to grab one of those for the show, and I forgot. I'm drinking chocolate-covered pineapple porter because, I'm fancy like that.
Chocolate-covered what?
Chocolate-covered pineapple porter.
It's just so wrong for a beer. I'm sorry. It's
link in bio.
Beer, I thought you were
made
drinking
beer,
like
man.
a sports drink or something, not the way you talked about it.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Sounds like it should be a protein drink.
Well, I'm practicing for getting my CVO. I'm drinking all the highbrow beers.
Right. Okay. All right.
You mean if I get a CBO, I can't drink Modelo anymore?
You can drink whatever you want, man. I'm just trying to be fancy. So
Fancy
Ray,
like
let's
date night at Applebee's, huh?
What? Oh, Denver's going to start singing. It's your birthday. You can do what you want. It's okay. So Ray, tell us a little bit about your channel, how you just give us the elevator pitch real quick before we get into it.
Yeah, man. I'm on Instagram, started on Instagram maybe a little bit over a year ago. I do live streaming, basically podcast via Instagram with motorcycle riders and their bikes. And then a little quick like Thirsty Thursday type thing where we get technical, maybe talk about a topic, a discussion, something that's relevant in the industry right now. Me ranting sometimes, so it could just be anything.
Yeah, I think that's good. I mean, it's your show, right? You can rant as you want.
I agree with that. Yes,
that's awesome. So you've just taken the plunge into the deep dark world of YouTube. How's that going so far?
I'm like feeling everything out. I like to. You and I were having a little bit of a text message conversation earlier, and I'm one of those persons that like I hate it. Like I guess you call it a perfectionist, but I just have to research everything. I have to look at everything before I actually go and do something. I feel like I have to be knowledgeable, which includes some editing stuff and which software to use and the setup and the microphone and picking his.
You are in good company, my friend.
I know.
Yeah.
So it's been to answer your question, I feel like I just want to go and like start recording and just putting stuff out there, not worrying about having such a great product, but just put it out there is
sure.
I think what where I'm at right now. So it's moving. It's just putting all the pieces together. But I'm excited. This Sunday actually will be the first one that I'm going to stream to 3 places, which will be YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook Live all simultaneously. So that's the first time I'm going to be doing that this Sunday. I'm excited for that.
Awesome. That's good. That's really great. So if you have any questions, I'm just going to forward you Jason's number. He's available 24/7. The only problem is that setup as it stands, he's in like 50K. So, just understand.
All right.
But, hey, what other ways are to start podcasts?
Wait, you mean he's streaming in 50K or he's already spent 50K? Come on.
He's already spent 50K.
I don't like where this is going.
Hey, where is that setup that you have there? Actually, I mean, while we're on that, that's a nice backdrop. That's a nice room. That's a nice setup you put together.
He actually hand laid those bricks just for the podcast.
So here, I'll give you a tour.
Yeah.
That's so this is what I see. I see that's usually a monitor that has the program. This right here is I got backdrops. I've got that over there, and I got backdrops here behind me. Yeah, man. We don't do peasant shit here. We don't do peasant shit. Except for I can get my headphones to work. But whatever.
Hey, I can send you that Amazon link.
Send me an Amazon link.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's weird. It's Windows. I know it's Windows. I don't know. It's
that's cute. I remember when I used to use Windows. Then I got a real job.
I forgot who I was talking to.
Bazinga.
Hey, first of all, I'm going to stand up and say, "Oh, watch out, kid!" My kid came storming into the garage.
He's going to stand up and say, "Watch out, kid." I don't know where that went, but okay.
Yeah. So, shit, I forgot where I was going. Kid, she's got beer all over her now. Can you take her to wipe her beer down? Sorry about that. My kid came storming in.
Typhus isn't watching. Oh my god.
Hey, she's making her YouTube debut.
That's exactly what she's doing.
Oh, he's drinking a 40 too. Damn.
No, I drink the. That's just. I drink the tall boys. I think this is
tall boys. Okay.
This is the only size that this flavor comes in. So, I mean, they force my hand. I'm not going to complain.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, if that's what they want you to drink, you have to. No problem. So, Jason just started his podcast, and he's taking it next level with that setup.
It's funny because I have not done one the same yet. It's like my silly brain keeps me up at night, and I'm like, what if I did this? What if I did that? What if I changed this? What if we put a camera here? How did I make that happen? But it's been fun, that's for sure. I mean, there's no denying that. But the podcast has been pretty fun.
We have the best people that come on this show. Motonaga's awesome.
Funny. That's great.
Exactly. That's in my head too. Oh shit. This is good times.
So the side chat thinks that you're anywhere between 17 and 103.
God damn. That's impressive. We're close. We're getting there.
I mean, they're like halfway there.
I mean, I know I got some gray in the beard, but Jesus Christ, 103? Fucking ruthless.
So what do you got in the stable, Ray?
Oh, for motorcycles?
Yeah.
Let's see. I have...
He's looking around.
I'm looking
He's like,
around.
which one should I talk about back here?
I have a 2008. It's a titled and everything 2008 Road Glide.
Nice.
I have a 2004 Fat Boy that I inherited when my father passed away in 2019. So I have that like crown jewel of I have a 2004 Fat Boy. I have a 2001 Dyna outside, and then I also have a 2001 frame. I have a bunch of parts for it. I'm gonna build my old man a tribute bike. He never got the Road Glide that he wanted. So I've just been kind of collecting an engine, collecting transmission, collecting all the different parts, wiring harnesses. So now I've got pretty much like 95% of what I need to just be able to tackle it and put it together. But I got a buddy of mine's 2018 Street Glide that I rode yesterday, just sitting here as well. So if you're gonna leave, it's a fair warning. If you're gonna ask me to work on them and you don't come pick them up in a timely manner, I'm gonna continue to make sure that they are safety checked.
Yes.
Make sure that the brakes are running good.
Up. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want any of that stuff. So if you leave them hanging around, I'll make sure that they are safety inspected regularly
and properly lubricated. There you go.
Exactly.
I like it.
How'd you get into riding?
I think
he didn't hear you. Try again.
How'd you get into riding? What got you in life?
My old man for sure.
Nice.
So my old man passed 2019. His birthday was just on yesterday, the 14th. No, I'm sorry, 2 days ago. Today's the 16th. His birthday was just on Monday, so I went to go visit him at the cemetery and stuff. Rode his bike over there.
Nice.
Take a little shot with him. Graveside, just kind of my tradition. But he's the one that got me into it. I remember when he was, or when I was probably like 10, 11, 12 years old, he came home with the Harley. Came home with it. I remember my mom going, "What the fuck did you just buy? What?" I remember him coming home with it, and I remember him also. Little context: I grew up around cars and all that, so he did paint and body pretty much his entire life, and so within probably like 3 or 4 days of having it at the house, all the tins were off. He was taking it to go and paint it and do all that stuff, man. So from that moment, I kind of got like the bug. I was like, oh, this is freaking cool. He took me to Laughlin before Laughlin was a shootout, and it was like crazy biker. When I was 17, 18 years old, he took me to Laughlin, and I got hooked, man. I got hooked,
Nice.
and there was no turning back after that.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I would definitely say that there's more people that it sticks with than, oh, I tried it, I don't like it. You know what I mean? I tried riding those motorcycle things and it just wasn't for me. I don't hear a lot of that. I might also just be, very.
That's because you don't listen. I've had
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I mean, on the reverse of that, unfortunately, I guess I have, and my brother is an example of that. We bought him a bike shortly after my old man passed, and I was like, no, I'm like, hell yeah, he's gonna come riding with me, and we're gonna go like ride to some of these places me and Dad went to, and he kind of rode it around, and that's why I have that Dyna actually now, because he just didn't get into it, And
How old is your brother?
He is actually, let's see, 1 year younger than me, like a year and a half younger than me.
And so
Not much.
you said he never stuck with him?
No, we're like, you know what? If you met my brother, you'd be like, that's your brother, first of all, because we are like polar opposites of each other. I mean, like standing next to each other, you would not think we were related to each other. Personality wise, we're not. We're blood, but definitely from the same parents, but just polar opposites of each other. I mean,
well, let me ask you. So,
almost everything
did you go
about
riding with your dad like when you were growing up? Did you and your dad go riding quite a bit?
I did as soon as I could afford a motorcycle. That's kind of what it was. I grew up with my old man. Like I said, he took me to Laughlin when I was like 17, 18 without even a motorcycle. I didn't have a motorcycle, but I went with like some people that were going in a car. And so I went out there and had a damn good time. And so I got I kind of got like sucked into the culture myself just through my dad, because shit, everyone most people want to be like their old man.
So I'm curious. So when this is going on, your brother, he's just like, oh, my brother and dad, they're out, whatever. I know whenever I have an older brother, he's 9 years older than me. And so there was just some things that I couldn't do with them, you know what I mean? But I was still chomping at the bit to go, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm just kind of curious what that looked like in your family, like it was just like he did his own thing, I guess, or
just in like we were complete. I mean, we are literally complete opposites of each other. He had like his sets of friends in high school. We grew up and we're brothers. We see each other, we're just like, he had his interests and he wasn't of any of this, it just
nice. Well, yeah, it is what it is.
Hey, wait, I got a question.
It is,
So Jason, are you trying to get a refresher on some of these questions that maybe you heard the answer years back? Because there's this, this guy made this sign about the V-Twin Life podcast, and Ray was episode milepost 26. I wasn't sure if you follow that, podcast.
Oh, geez, here we go, Ray. Now it's going to turn on everybody. Look out.
Hey, I know Jason would throw that at me. I just had to do it. I couldn't resist.
So get him back here. So Denver, what was Jason's podcast about today?
Hey, local talent. It's great.
Boom.
I'm surprised you haven't got harassed for the name though. People see local talent, they're like thinking, "Whoa, what's this guy got going on?" But I got to say, dude, your podcast form is pretty freaking cool. Highlighting.
He's avoiding the question for the record.
He is. He just 180 that right away. He threw me under the bus, backed up, and then my good buddy Bryce steps in, and now he's changing his tone.
Are you talking about CBD? Come on now.
Oh, that's who he was recording with. That's all right. We'll give you a pass. It's your birthday. You're 50. Things are, I get it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Being
50.
that
You
old,
live in
I can
Seattle.
imagine.
Jesus Christ. Here we go.
Hey, I hate to, I mean, while we're on the age thing, I'm never usually, where am I in the age thing? Denver, are you the oldest? You look,
No, I'm the
No,
oldest, probably.
Bry.
right?
Yeah.
Bry's like 51.
I'm 50.
Oh, 50. Ooh.
Well, I have a road glide, so I'm technically like 80, or a street glide. What do I have?
Yeah, I was
Ultra.
gonna say,
Ultra.
Yeah, you got the geezer glide.
Yeah, I got the geezer glide. You go ultra, it doesn't matter. You're just like James Dean Cool at that point. You're old as hell, but you're James Dean Cool. So,
Where you at, Jason, with 45 or 46?
I had turned 42 in August.
Oh, okay. Shit.
Mhm.
I am older.
Yeah,
God damn.
it's all
Baby
this
of the
healthy
group.
living. Huh?
I'm the baby of this old group.
Oh shit!
That's rare.
Everybody just swinging tonight. God damn.
Oh, damn. This is good. I like it.
I always tell people I bought my retirement bike early. Probably won't have it when I retire, but nonetheless.
Hey, man, I've had my road glide. You can call them geezer glide. You can call them whatever you want.
Yeah.
I've had that thing for like 5-6 years now, and I'll never go back. I'll never go back. And what? It's
When we looked at that, my wife was like, "Oh, but it's going to be so comfortable for me," and it is, and that's the reason we bought it. The whole time I'm looking at it, I'm like, I don't know. And then like after 6 months, and then after I did some work to it, I'm like, yeah, I'm never going back. There's no way you could get me on a smaller bike.
No.
Oh,
Uh-uh.
no. Yeah,
No
I mean, you
way.
got so much room for activities.
Yeah, and I mean it doesn't matter motor size, man. You can take a nap on that thing. It's an ultra comfortable bike.
Jason's
And
looking
I
at you with
have.
a mic.
I've-
What?
I've-
Say what?
I've slept on mine both on top of it and underneath it. So.
That's awesome. And now Denver's getting his new windshield, so he's going to be ultra cool.
New windshield.
Never-
What happened to your old one?
It's there. I just sometimes when you get an interview and hook up with cool people, they send you cool shit.
Sweet. Well, I'm in an interview right now with 3 people that are pretty cool. What are y'all going to give me?
I give you advice. I'm out.
Yeah. I'm gonna send you a link for headphones at work.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Oh, I got
You know,
jokes
you know
tonight.
what's very ironic is that you did, and those are the ones that I bought.
You must have
Hey, I
got
want to say it kind of looks like a Flex a little bit because he's got this nice setup. He's like almost like a Flex where he's like, I don't even need headphones. I'm cool just how I am.
Look, there's the Larry King shot. He's like,
Show me your
"Hello."
different camera angles there, Denver. Switch to an overhead like this.
How many cameras do you have in there?
Hey, I will say, Jason's
I
setup
got
is
one
a
for the
different level.
guests. My
Hey,
guest
do you
is in here.
cycle?
He's got a setup that'll make a lot of people jealous. I won't lie. It is fucking impressive.
Good setup. How many cameras do you have? How many angles do you have set up in that room? And how big is that room?
Room's not very big. It's very deceptive camera placement is what makes it look so big. I've got 4 cameras because I've only got a 4 input switcher. So
Well, then
But
you
for
better
the
not
record,
get an
how
8
many
one, because
camera-
then there's going to be 8.
But ask him how many cameras he has, Ray. Come on, I want to watch him cry. Go ahead, ask him.
How many cameras do you have?
Truthfully.
so
Here it comes.
let's see. I've got 6, 7, 8, 10 cameras.
Holy shit! I'm just trying to get one, homeboy. Like I'm just trying to get one over here.
I think it's 10. You kind of lose count because you don't want to keep up with it, but
Damn.
so yeah, I think it's 10. I think it's 10 or 11. I don't know.
Hey, we got to give
It's
not
out of
cheap.
control, is what it is. Let's be honest. If I'm being honest, it's out of
the
control.
more I've started to look into this entire system and broadcast and like putting it all together, it's there's a price tag involved in it, and I'm realizing how much more and more how much you can keep moving those goalposts of your setup.
let me give you a little bit of advice here. Let me get serious with you. So if
It just switches angles.
if you are going to put your setup together based off of a budget, you've already lost. You got to sit back and you just got to think, what do I want? That's where you start with your setup. And then
But I
along
don't
the
want
way,
to spend that money.
well, you don't pay attention to the money. You don't spend it all at once.
You're tripping, homeboy. I got an 18-month-old and a 3-month-old and a kid through private school. I got to worry about money.
So yeah, you just think about your setup, and then as you're building it, you realize you need to add more, and you need more backdrops, and you need, I don't know,
but we got to
You're
give Ty from
addicted-
Tennessee a shout out.
You're addicted to the tech more than I am. Ty from
That's-
Tennessee, that's what he said. You're addicted to the tech more than I am.
it's
Yeah,
not
but-
an addiction, Ty.
Hey, but Ty hopped on that Venmo and just bought me some brewskis. So
Oh,
thank you,
well,
man.
thank
Oh.
you, Ty. That was very nice
Hell
of you.
yeah. All right, wait, are we buying you beers? Shit, I'm going to send you a beer. I'm going to send you a
Apparently.
shot.
yeah, that's why
Damn.
I decided to just use. Hey, there's my Venmo. You want to buy me a birthday beer? Hey, go for it, buddy. I love beer.
I
Damn.
love beer.
That's a damn good idea.
Damn, I didn't,
Exactly.
man,
Well, I'm
he's
gonna have a-
pouring himself out for beer. I like this. This is
At
a
a
new
very cheap
Denver.
price, I
Denver's
might add.
working it.
That's right. I'm all about that local talent. I'm working it.
Is that the name of your podcast?
Yeah, TX local talent. So,
He talks to all the
Local
strippers
talent.
in Texas. It's a good podcast.
well,
Strippers, hooters, That is what
we're
it is.
not going to get into that conversation.
No, he had
Yeah, okay.
he has some fantastic guests on. It's all about entrepreneurship.
It is
it's really
actually a
cool.
fucking awesome idea.
And I've learned a
it is
lot.
Pretty cool.
So I'm frothing I'm just I was chatting with my buddy Bry earlier about some ideas that
Did you just call me
kinda came-
DeBry?
Yeah,
Like,
DeBry. Like kind of like the beer.
DeBry. Oh, I'm like
So-
DeBry. Okay.
So yeah, I think it's going to get really out of control. I don't know. I don't know. But
Hey, there's nowhere to go
I'm getting
but
a lot
up.
of ideas from this. This is like I dip a toe in, and it's like this is all new to me. I have I started a motovlog last I don't know, what was it, 2020 I think, and then I don't know, it just crazy. It just kind of keeps going. So I don't know.
What's wrong with that, though, man? Shit.
So
Yeah,
Ray,
but it's
what's
cool to
your
see how everybody takes their own spin on things? I mean, you're looking at something that focuses on your area, and exposing it, showing everything that's going on, and it's a killer idea, Jason. I mean, your trailers, when you started putting out your little trailer episodes for your first one, was addicting as shit. I'm like, come on, just fucking release this shit already. Fuck.
Dude, that's yeah. So I've been all over the fence with how I'm going to do it, what I'm going to do, and so it's kind of fun because it's like it's different every week. You know what I mean? It's like I'm going to try this week. I'm going to do this extra shit this week, whatever. So it's been kind of fun. I'm really surprised at the feedback I've had locally. You know what I mean? Like it's been pretty interesting. It's really interesting to see what works, what people pay attention to, because I apply that to shit across the board, not just local talent. You know what I mean?
But when
Yeah.
you're doing stuff like that, I mean, every episode is a different entity. I mean, they're not all going to get your same views because, I mean, like everything all of us are doing here between Ray, Brian, myself, and you, every episode is you're focusing on something different. It's a different aspect, and people are going to relate to one, but maybe not the next one because that's a subject or something that they're not into. So, I mean, it's like anything; it's going to be a roller coaster. Ups, downs, views, whatnot, but no, I think it's awesome what you're doing, and I mean, the whole setup, your little studio you made. I mean, I won't lie, dude. I'm fucking jealous as shit. It's fucking awesome.
Oh, anonymous
I'm in my
bikers
gar-
in the house. Hello, anonymous.
I'm in my garage with like my garage and my headphones right now. Like you got the setup, dog.
Yeah,
Hey,
but you
me-
know what?
And
And
you
in
know
all-
what though? At the end of the
in
day,
all-
it's
yeah.
about the content. I'm overboard because I'm just overboard. You know what I mean? You can be in your garage with your headphones in a $5 lavalier mic. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's if people dig what you're putting out there, you know, it's going to work itself out. You know, I could have a studio with all the bells and whistles, and if we're just up here talking about crickets chirping, you know, that's only going to take you so far. So
You're right. You're right.
So what is so? I mean, that's a good point. So do you have a direction you want to go, Ray, or are you still trying to feel that out? Is there something you want to focus on
With the showcase stuff? I want to. My main goal has always just been to, from the jump, just to be able to talk to guys like me, guys that have kind of just grew up around it. You heard my background a little bit, and just to connect with those guys. I've said from the very jump, and I'll say it again, I really wouldn't care if it was 100 people that were following the page, because it's just guys that are guys like me that are just hanging out in the garage. Because all I want to do is talk to these dudes about their bike. I mean, that's what brings me to them, is their bike. I don't know anything about them, but what we have in common is that Harley, and I like talking about them because when I'm out and about, I'm already talking to those people. So my goal is just to talk to people that are interested in showing their bike. If your bike catches my eye, I like the design, I like something about it, that's all it seriously takes for me to go oh man, I want to kind of just ask him a few questions, you know,
Sure.
talk to him a little bit. So
hey, Kelly,
I just wanted to put it on other platforms. That's kind of the idea. I was kind of just on Instagram, and I thought there's more people out there that are like me, like-minded, here, garage shit, talking, whatever, beers in hand, working on bikes and stuff. There's more guys out there that might just watch on YouTube. I just wanted to link up with those guys as well, and so that's all we're doing right now. We're going to be doing a website, so I'll have some gear, little stuff like that, just links to the videos, you know, just
nice,
just a one-stop shop kind of place for everything, you know.
I gotta love to say, I actually Ray's little brand where he made the only Harleys, you know, kind of like OnlyFans, but it's only Harleys, because he did, you know, shout out to Ray, did send me some stickers, and I know I'm gonna get online and get one of his sweatshirts because those fuckers are just awesome. Only Harleys. I love
Thanks, man. I finally found a shirt guy that I'm gonna work with that does drop shipping and takes care of all that. I don't have to store the stuff. When the order comes in, he fills it, bags it, ships it, all that stuff. So I found a guy to be able to do that with. So that'll allow me to at least put the shirts online. Because before it was those designs were really wanted, and people hit me up all the time about them. They're like, hey, can I get one of those shirts? But when I did them, I had to do a minimum order. So I took a pre-order on them, and now I've worked something out to be able to offer them kind of on demand and not have to actually worry about it. You know, just let someone else kind of handle it. So
smart.
Make sure so I'll have some shirts. A buddy of mine has some shirts. I want to be able to if there's guys like yourself, Bry, Denver, all you guys. If there's shirts that you guys want to sell on there, you just need a place to sell them or put them out there, you're more than welcome, man. I'm not trying to, this ain't just about me. It's about just you know, you guys want a place to put them? Let me know.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I keep thinking about that, but I'm always I don't know. Would anybody buy one? My ego's too fragile. I'll put it out and nobody will buy one of it. It's bad enough putting out a video on Sunday and you're like, I hope somebody watches this. Really? Please? Just anybody? It's that's good. I mean, so how did you find Instagram? Because I've never done lives on Instagram. So I mean, did you find that to be what you wanted to do, or did you find that going to YouTube is going to make it a little bit more versatile for you?
I think going to the platform that you're using, you know, to be honest, the platform that you're using now is exactly what I am going to be using as well.
Okay.
Good. I wanted to, you know, the way I found Instagram was I was just on it on my own already as it was, you know, but I mean, the live portion of it, you know, I've watched a couple videos of people doing stuff, and, you know, I did have conversations with my friends, in the chat, where we're FaceTiming each other. We're like, hey, can you check this out on the bike? You know, what do you think of this? You know, I don't know, but if I needed to FaceTime a buddy of mine, I was already doing it on the back end of it. And I thought this is a good way to connect with other people. And most of the time when I'm hey, Kathy, most of the time when I'm at a show or somewhere and I start talking to somebody, usually my friends are with me as well. and they're like listening to our conversation anyway. So it's the same kind of concept, you know, just flies on walls and having people part of that be part of that conversation.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, I just use Instagram as that platform to be able to connect to people. That's it. That's it.
Nice.
Yeah, I was surprised. I mean, it seems like if you do any sort of work with companies, it seems like that's the only way to get a hold of companies anymore is through Instagram. It's interesting how each platform has its own niche, and Instagram has changed so much.
It has, and like when you say get a hold of companies or you say any of that stuff, that is like, I guess the way that I start to think about it now, because good one. Who was that?
That was the birthday boy, I think. I forgot to mute him.
Oh, Denver. If I had to rate that 1 to 10, I'm gonna give that probably like a 7. It sounded okay. Could have been a lot longer.
Yeah, I feel like you didn't really put your heart into it.
Fuck, I went to fill up the wood stove, so I figured I'd just take the camera off. Forgot about the mic. My bad.
Denver, remind me again when your podcasts are on.
Oh shit!
Denver's like, I'm so slick. Watch, I'm gonna turn this camera off. Watch me.
That's right. Let me not forget about the mic.
How come you can hear me because the camera's not working? This doesn't make sense.
Oh shit!
He didn't have a chance to call me. That's why it worked.
Oh fuck! That's funny shit. God damn.
Yeah, as Ray, you can see we're a little. We're we just have fun.
Oh, man.
Now, are you going to put yours up on? You going to put yours up on Anchor or anything to make it an actual podcast as well, or what's your dream? What's the vision?
I was, I gotta give a little, credit where credit's due. I appreciate both yourself, Bri, and Denver as well. I picked your brain. Denver kind of went, we'll call this guy. He'll give me. Denver said you would have some good information for me, so I appreciate you guys kind of just giving me some insight on equipment and things of that sort to sort of get started.
Well, yeah, I mean, you started getting into equipment. I mean, you were kind of asking some stuff like with Anchor. It's like, hey, I got that. And then you started, dealing down microphones, all this stuff. So, hey, I got a great guy for you to contact on that. It's called Bri from Tech Support. He's epic.
You need to call tech support.
It may not be good for your credit card, but feel free to call me.
It is not good for your credit card or your Amazon.
Seriously,
Jason likes to send me screenshots of his Amazon cart and then a bunch of profanity in the message under it.
No, they'll see that's where you're wrong, Brian. I don't like to. I do though.
I mean, I just thought maybe you were trying to help me feel better about myself. Like, that was great advice, Brian. My kids didn't need to eat tomorrow anyway.
Top ramen's a meal.
I took it right out of my mouth. Rather than say the same thing. Nothing wrong with top ramen for a few days. You can do what they call in the hiking community. It's called the ramen bomb. It's like instant mashed potatoes with top ramen. You just load up on it. It's cheap. It'll fill you up.
A ramen bomb?
Yeah, you take a package of top ramen, you cook it, and you dump in a package of instant mashed potatoes. You mix it all together and you eat it. It's called a ramen bomb. It's huge in the hiking community. Trust me.
You just take the hot water from the thing and pour it all into the
you make your top ramen with all the water, and then once the top ramen's ready, you dump in the instant mashed potatoes. And because a lot of these guys, when they're hiking, these ultralight guys, they'll cook all their stuff in their freezer bag, which can withstand the hot temperatures. Once your ramen's all cooked and you cook it in your little pot when you're hiking, dump it in a freezer bag or a quart bag, and then dump in some fucking instant mashed potatoes, and it's called a ramen bomb. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to try that.
Actually, it's actually not half bad.
Ramen bomb. It's kind of like a bad
ramen bomb
thing.
Hey, it's like it's a meal for like $1.50.
Oh, I remember living off of those meals, man. Back in my younger days, I remember living off of those meals.
Oh, Hamburger Helper. I remember the wife and I, first went on our own. We were young, and oh man, we lived off fucking Hamburger Helper. I tell you what,
it used to be cheaper. Now
it used to be
a stinking box of Hamburger Helper and the ground beef to go along with it. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's I was always a big Kraft macaroni and cheese guy. I'm a simple
quick and cheap.
Yeah. You gotta do what you gotta do. Harley parts are expensive, so
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That's why I like to archery hunt. I'll go stick a deer. I get a bunch of meat in the freezer. I process and wrap it all myself. Fill up the freezer.
Okay.
So Ray, that's a hell of a setup you got behind you. Do you wrench on bikes for other people? Are you a mechanic?
I wouldn't call myself a mechanic like professionally, but I've taken enough of these apart to be very comfortable and familiar with them. I having as many bikes as I do, yes, I've taken my bikes apart and customized them and fabricated some stuff on them. So it's kind of my sanctuary. I work on friends' bikes when they call me to ask. I got a couple of bikes that a buddy of mine needed me to convert his EFI to carburetor recently. He bought a bike, so yeah, I enjoy doing it. It's kind of honestly, I gave up a lot of other extracurricular activities. I used to play like softball, or I'd go and hang out with my friends. I still go and hang out with my friends, but I mean, I used to play softball heavily, and I was like, you know what? I'm kind of getting to where I can only have time for one thing, and that was an easy choice. It was just kind of Harley. So this is other than my wife and my kids, this is like my only other and work. I hate. I work so damn much. That's a hobby. But this is my other only hobby.
So would you consider yourself? Sorry, Jason. Would you consider yourself more familiar with twin cams, or I mean, do you go back and also like to dive into the Evos? Do you have which motor's more your specialty?
If I get any more laid back, I'm gonna need a mattress. That's a good one. Hey, don't hate on this chair, man. This was a free desk chair that I found on the side of the road that I thought worked very well, and it doesn't. But it's been with me forever, and I can't get rid of it. So
emotionally attached.
If it works,
I'm emotionally attached. I am to answer your question, Denver. I have definitely twin cam is my extreme comfort zone. Okay. I've messed around with some Evos and stuff. Generally speaking, there's pistons, there's a cam, there's this push rods. There's still all that same stuff. It's just in a little bit different spots and different techniques to it. But I mean, yeah, different shit. But I'm a twin cam guy. Everyone says, who has an M8 in here?
Not me.
Jason does.
Yeah, I got a 131.
Oh, nice.
It's kind of a shit flex because
it looks really nice when they tow it.
Fuck, that was epic. Oh my god. You're gonna have to make that in the next video clip.
It sounds like it's not running very well.
It runs great when it runs.
How's it slide though?
That bitch, hey, it's the only bike I know that doubles as a jet ski as well. So
did you
I shouldn't even joke about that.
Did you pin it a little bit too much? A little bit too much juice?
No, there was too much cloud juice.
Too much cloud juice?
Yeah, it was raining and there was like 5 of us. I went down about 75.
Oh shit.
So the insurance companies, they're gonna fix it. So I actually just got it back last Saturday. And so when I went to go pick it up, my guy says, he goes, look, he goes, we got the frames in. He goes, I'm gonna bolt all your wrecked shit onto the new frame. That way you can go burn gas. It's gonna look like shit, but at least you'll have something to ride. And I was like, I'm good with that, dude. I'm totally fine with that. So I go to pick it up and he's like, hey, and so there's shortages, all these problems, whatever. So he goes, I'll go to pick it up Saturday and he's like, hey man, so we got everything in ready for paint. I'm like, so what are you saying? He's like, so like whenever you're ready to bring it back, he goes, we'll take it down and paint it. And I was like, all right. I said, give me a week. Let me go ride around town and I'll bring it back. So we were supposed to go riding tomorrow, but Salty's Salty's Indian Challenger took a shit. So we're not going to go riding around after all. So I'll just take it back to him tomorrow. I got something planned out in Tennessee here in April. So I'm like, here, take my bike. Please get it back to me so I don't have to rent nothing.
Friend that has a 131 out here in California, and I'm not going to give away I'm not going to say who or anything because you're not supposed to have those out here.
Yeah.
But he's got a 131 out here. California's so fucked with that shit. Sorry.
What? So you can't have a 131 out there?
It doesn't pass EPA emissions.
You can't have shit out here. You could listen.
It has products known to cause cancer.
It's getting even worse. Like companies now, you have to play the stupid game and have it shipped somewhere else and then have it brought to you somehow. But the companies or whatever, like even if you try and go buy some stuff now on eBay and Amazon, and if they're like S&S parts, like you can't ship cams here. You're not supposed to ship exhaust. You're not supposed to. So like, there's a lot of shit that if you just go online and try and order it, you can't just have it delivered here now. You have to go and do some backdoor bullshit to get it.
I'm sorry, sir. Is that a California shipping address I see?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Fucking ridiculous. Excuse my language.
It is nuts.
That's sad.
It is. And it's sad because I live here and I love this state. I love everything about this state and the beach and the weather and everything about it. But the stuff that they do here, it's just it's hard to deal with. And
I mean, hey, Dallas Face Mullet, here's something that's really interesting about that. They build the 131 bulletproof, but they also build a stage 2 that has the same horsepower and torque as my 131 that was built by Waco Harley-Davidson. So my 131 is built per Harley shit. It's under warranty. It has all the, their own tuner and everything. Moonshine, they do a stage 2 on a 114 that puts out that has the same, real close to the same output as mine. So whenever they were talking about totaling my bike, I was like, I got a call into Moonshine. I was like, hey, let's talk over some what ifs here. So yes, they do have a, I mean, and of course they got more than that. I think actually the guy that I was talking to said that you wouldn't want to do a 131. I think they have like a 135. He goes, it's like right at the same money, and it's a way better product. But anyway, you put it up, Denver or Bri. I had to respond.
No, I think it's fine. I'm just playing with my 131 with slip, or my 103 with slip-ons. It's plenty fun.
Hey, I enjoy my 95-inch fucking twin cam.
I like I have more than what I got in there. I got a souped up 107 Dave Mackey Dark Horse bottom end HPI throttle body head work cams. I have a hot rod engine in that thing. It's snappy and it's fun, but it's expensive to play that stupid game. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah, and you have to, especially with a touring bike. I mean, Jason will argue with me, but I don't know that I'd want to put that kind of power into a touring bike.
So here's the thing. I'm not going to
argue. Here we go.
I'm not going to argue with you. However, I feel like my bike is perfect. And what I mean by that in the sense of how much power it produces. You know what I mean? I'm 240 pounds. My girlfriend's 100 pounds soaking wet. I got about 1,000 pounds in camera gear. So it's
where's
perfect
the trailer
for moving us down the road. I don't think that I would
get
go
the trailer, Jason.
What's that?
When are you going to get the trailer?
I have a trailer.
Like camera gear. Get the trailer hitch on the back, your little trailer and everything, you can go.
Nope.
Come on, I want to see it. Pictures, or it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Pictures or it didn't happen.
Yep.
So what's your favorite bike of the stable, Ray? What's your go-to?
Oh, you know what, man? It's got to be like, And my old man wouldn't be pissed at me because if I used to talk shit to him when he was here. I always tell him, your bike's a piece of shit. Get rid of that damn thing. Just bullshitting with my old man. So he wouldn't be too bad if I picked mine out of a. I like mine. Mine is just more set up for my style of riding. I would categorize myself as an aggressive rider, especially or probably all the time when I'm on that bike. I do have to check myself a little bit when I'm on my dad's Fat Boy because it's soft suspension. It's low to the ground. It's the complete opposite of what I built my Road Glide to. So my Road Glide, for that reason, plus I've built it, I've customized it, I've done a lot of modifications to it. I got a big attachment to it and stuff. So it's just built to go fast around corners and straight lines and haul ass. It's built for that,
Nice.
Yeah, I love it, but it is being such a pain right now. I'm not gonna lie. It is just I just redid the whole engine again. I had this terrible vibration in it that I could not find. We had to go down into the engine and split the cases, and I thought we found the problem because bearings were messed up, and I had a whole engine redone from the bottom all the way to the top. And I thought that was the cause of the vibration, and I went to go put it in actually this weekend. I finished on Friday night, and I did some heat cycles on Saturday morning, and when I rolled it off the lift and got it between 2,000 and 3,000 RPM, there's still that vibration. Not as bad, but that vibration is still there. Now that motor is completely brand new. There's nothing wrong. I went through motor mounts before I did anything else, and everything checked out fine. I'm going to have to go through it all over again, try some different stuff. If I can't alleviate this thing, well, I'm going to just call and make sure my insurance is up to date and, go from there.
Everything's
And
happening.
this is exactly why I don't touch my bike with a wrench at all. Dude,
And it's weird because
I managed to put it back together, that would be a feat in itself. But just, oh man, dude, I just want to, I want to ride.
I've ridden M8s that vibrate more than my twin cam, so it's weird. It's very scientific or whatever you call it.
Yeah, but sometimes you get that.
What did you just say, Brian?
You do little things on your bike.
I've ridden an M8 that vibrated more than my 103.
Like I'm assuming from the Harley shop.
Yeah,
like
I took a demo bike out, one of the first Harleys we took, and I remember. I mean, granted, it was a few years ago, but it felt like it vibrated more than ours. And Kate said the same thing. She's like, "That bike was really vibrated." She's like, "Ours is smoother." I'm like, "It shouldn't be, but it is."
Yeah, that's weird.
My dad's his new one. He's got a hell of a lope since he put the cam. I think he went in the woods.
Oh, your dad's bike
475,
sounds so good,
and that thing sounds fucking healthy with the true duals on it. The fucking what you got? The Chromeworks 6-inch slip-ons. The programming. He just spent. He did some shit and got what I would like to call fuck you money. So he dumped a whole bunch of that into his bike, and goddamn, that fucking 19 Road Glide sounds fucking.
Now he's got a fuck you bike.
Yeah, he's like, look what I can buy because I have fuck you money. I'm like, yeah, that's fucking awesome. Yeah, but no, it's impressive. I think he went with the Woods 475 cam in his, and goddamn, that thing fucking lopes. It sounds like a fucking Harley for an M8. It's impressive.
He's got to keep you wanting, that big motor. You're gonna have to get the 131 in your CBO.
Yeah, sure.
Well, your podcast is blowing up. You got, you just start raking the money.
You got fuck you podcast money, Denver. Shit.
Yeah.
They don't just put anybody on the top 30, top 40, whatever you're at now, top 10.
They must have the wrong fucking bank account info then. God damn it.
Hey, I'm gonna go grab a beer really quick. I've been out for like 5 minutes, and I'm gonna go.
I'm sorry. Beer. Yes, take a beer break.
That is unacceptable, Ray.
Yeah, for those that don't know, Denver has cracked the top 60, top 50 of motorcycle podcasts.
I broke into the top 50. Yeah.
Now, is that anything to do with me being on your podcast? You think?
I
think that's when it broke, didn't it? Didn't that whenever?
No, it broke when I got on it. Not necessarily in a good way. No, Denver, you're absolutely crushing it. You're that Brian
Clock insane
interview
because I never had any idea about the site. The track's all Apple shit until you happen to get a message from, an individual, whether you want to name or not, doesn't matter. But then you send me the info. I'm like, holy fuck, how does this shit happen?
Yeah,
It
if
was
you guys
insane.
haven't heard the Denver's interview with Brian Clock, you need to go check it out. That was absolutely insane.
Dude, that was so much fun. And that's probably the one podcast I was fucking nervous as shit. Like, this guy is huge in the motorcycle world. And to have him, shout out to Craig Johnson, Wild Ass, who, introduced us and whatnot over the phone, text messages.
Oh, wait. We're 50 minutes in. Go for it. Do your ad read. Here it comes.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Big shout out to Craig Johnson, Wild Ass Seats. Yeah.
Dude, now,
happens to be good
Denver, when
friends
would I
with,
want to buy a
Wild
Wild Ass? Would I want to buy that if I'm touring across the country to make my ass feel ultra comfortable on my motorcycle?
Ultra comfortable. You won't get that fucking monkey butt from your sweaty because of these, the air gel fucking seat cushions. They got air vents and whatnot. The way it's all designed, they are fucking epic. There's a reason why you see a lot of these endurance guys use them. And, I spent time in it, and I totally understand why so many of these guys swear by them. They're impressive. So, wild-ass.com. You want to check out a Wild Ass? Yeah, they're the shit.
Mention Denver Woods for your 6% additional tax.
That's
Use
right.
code Denver's 50. No, you can't use that code.
Yeah.
Speaking of, shouldn't you be swapping hats about now there, Brian?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, come on. That has got to be the most epic fucking video cut I've ever seen. Jason, that was the shit.
I'm
still watch
surprised
that.
you don't have I'm surprised you're not wearing gloves right now.
Yeah.
That does remind me though, yeah. I'll be good.
Yeah. What boots you got on, Bri? You got, or
The
just slippers?
Well, Denver. Anytime
I can surely tell you that.
Yeah, I can surely tell you my audio sounds good.
Yeah, as it fluctuates. That's awesome.
At this point, Ray just went, I'm just done with these yahoos.
Yeah, I thought we were going to talk about bikes.
Yeah,
Hey,
they
shout out to Fat Boy Harley Jr. Thank you for the beer money, bro.
That was nice.
Heck yeah, I've got Ty from Tennessee. Fat Boy, they're buying me beer for my birthday. You guys rock.
Hey, Fat Boy, he always, man, that guy is always like liking my stuff, like telling me what's up, man. That guy is a huge supporter. That guy's a really cool guy. That guy's solid.
Yeah,
he's awesome.
Oh, that's right. Hey, and Moto Noggin, I missed that notification. Fuck yeah, buddy. Thank you guys. You guys are the shit.
Wow. You're not going to have to post naked pictures later, are you?
Yeah. And Jason, goddamn, everybody's getting on. I got beer money.
Read mine.
Days.
What was mine for?
I got it's opening. Jason,
the local talent.
Transcription as good and service.
So you got any riding planned this year coming up, Ray?
Yeah, I'm actually. I'm trying my damnedest.
Birthday studio gear. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's fucking good shit.
Go ahead, Ray.
I am trying to get this vibration thing sorted out because Arizona Bike Week is in about 3 weeks or so. I'll definitely be heading out that way for that. Just probably 2 days, leave on a Friday. I'm not sure if I'll come back Sunday or if I'll just come back Monday. But leave on a Friday for sure, early in the morning. Go hang out there.
Thank you, Mike.
I don't have it. I always have, I always hit my local stuff around here. Born Free Show is a really big show down in San Diego area. The Live Fast Rally, which is about an hour and a half for me. That's a really good show as well. I do plan to. I did one maybe 2 or 3 years ago. But, what I missed?
Jelly beans.
Sorry, the side chat's just turning on me. I apologize. Keep talking, Ray.
That's all right. I feel like
Vroom was making fun of me because I had iced coffee, Dunkin' Donuts, jelly beans. And Mike, thank you for the money. That was very nice of you. I'm going to forward that to Denver. That was very nice of you. Yeah, so I have a jelly bean addiction. I was drinking iced coffee latte, Dunkin' Donuts jelly beans. The internet exploded. I don't
Hey,
know.
Hey, Ray,
I
is
just
the
work
Arizona
here.
Bike Week, is that Phoenix or Scottsdale?
It is Scottsdale and also another town that's about 30, I can't remember how far it is. It's about 30 to 45 minutes away from Scottsdale, called
Okay.
Cave Creek.
All right.
This in the Scottsdale area, it's at the fairgrounds, and that's definitely a little bit more of the commercial side of it, where you're gonna have like bands at night, and you got to pay like $20. I don't know, you got to pay something to get into the place. The Cave Creek, it's out in the desert area. It's just got bars that line the street, and that's definitely more of the hangout party atmosphere. There's still vendors and stuff out there because it's bike week, but there's there's that. There's so much stuff out there though. To be honest, during that week, there's rides that are going different places. There's different events. There's different meets that are going on. I heard Jeff from V Twin Visionary is going to have like a show going on Saturday at 12. There's just so many different shows and things at different shops and places all over the place. So you could spend all day, all weekend, just kind of bouncing around and riding between all the places. It's a cool time, you know.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool time. I haven't been down there, and I do want to get there this year. I don't remember the name of the street, but there's basically a commercial area where all these like Ramjet and Crucial Originals and like a bunch of these like shops are kind of all in the same commercial area, and they do something like on like Saturday where they have a stunt show going on out there. They open up their shops. Like so I want to go and check that out too. I want to go check out some of those shops that are out there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you, Brad.
It'll be a good time.
Oh, and there's more coming.
Dang, Denver. You're gonna have a good night.
Fuck yeah. I'm hitting the fucking beer store.
We should be having them take shots, fellas.
I know.
We missed the boat on this.
Where's the
The
shot?
I think I have a bottle with about a shot or so left in my beer fridge.
Go get it.
Ah, shit.
It's your birthday.
You want me to take one with you? I can go get some whiskey.
Now we're talking.
All right, hold on, Humboldt. I'm sending your cash to Denver. I skimmed the top though. I didn't. I'm only joking.
Hey, how many people are in this thing? How can you tell? It's pretty cool, all the stuff that's going on in here, though.
So we've got 28 people currently in here.
Nice.
Fuck yeah, I even had one beer left in the beer fridge. I got to restock that bitch.
I got jelly bean money. Oh, Jesus. Oh, thank you, Mike. Dude, Mike's just throwing out money today. Jesus, thank you. Is that for Denver or is that for me? I don't care either way, but
yeah, we got about.
I don't want to skim Denver's money here. Anders Eastern Shore's in the house. Holy shit. I am having the pleasure of having dinner with him and his beautiful wife one Friday.
Dang.
Yeah, I'm a big deal.
Yes, this is true. You're by the biker, you're going big time.
Well, you have dinner with me, you get a pair of Knee Ridge gloves. It pays off, really.
Damn.
I don't charge for
Nobody's
selfies
giving me
because I'm
shit.
about giving back.
I need to figure out how to get shit.
Just start asking for shit. That's the way you get shit.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna try that.
Do what? There is no need for you to do that at all. I honestly think, and I tell people all this time, once you get out established content, you'd be surprised how many people will reach out to you. I mean, you may have to reach out to some of those in the beginning. The only downside is, like, I get a lot of Chinese companies that reach out to me, and they're nice companies, but the issue that I have is everything is, they want it in 2 weeks. You have to do it in 2 weeks. I'm like, dude, some weeks I'm ahead. Like, it just doesn't work.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm like, I got
2 months, but 2
I
weeks.
got stuff sitting around here that I'm like, it's been here for 2 years. No, maybe not that long, but
All right, boys. Hey, those that sent me the Venmo money from birthday beer, thank you.
Oh,
Cheers.
shoot.
We'll-
Hold on.
we'll,
Wait, Denver. Hold on.
Whoa. We got to be counting these out. How many super chats has there been?
There you go.
There's
One,
been a few.
two. Okay.
Attaboy.
Jeez.
Happy birthday, Denver.
That finished
Yes.
off the bullet bourbon.
I hope you have a great 50th.
Does it feel nice and warm now? Nice and tingly?
Whew. Yeah.
I don't need any heat in the stove all of a sudden.
God damn.
That's
Yeah.
That's funny.
But
So
hey,
what's
thanks.
your
I went for
ideal-
that because I was out of beer and I did have one Voodoo Ranger left in the beer fridge.
What's your ideal kind of ride, Ray? You like long distance or bar hopping or what?
I mean, I like every fucking ride. I'm not gonna. I'll take any time on my saddle that I can get.
Nice.
If I can choose, if I had to choose one of them, I like long distance, like state traveling on the road
Nice.
a couple of days. I like that type of stuff. I want to do. You asked me what other type of riding I want to do, or if I have rides planned this year, and one that I do want to do again is a 1K in a day. Like I enjoyed doing that myself. I just left early in the morning, like at 4 a.m, and I was back home by like 10 o'clock at night, sleeping in my bed. It was literally just an all day event of riding, and I enjoyed the snot out of it, man. I really did. So the long distance stuff is really where the stuff that I enjoy. But when I'm riding here in the canyons and I'm ripping hard, and then I go and hang out with my friends, and we're just going to go down. The other day, I just went down to the beach, like 10 miles down the road. I rode 10 miles with a bunch of other dudes. I didn't ride with anybody there. I met a bunch of my friends there, and I actually turned around and just came back home. That was fun. That was enough for me to go, all right, that's what I needed,
Nice.
Nice.
So-
Yeah, man. It's pretty it's pretty surprising for those guys that like to ride how. Like I have been without a bike for basically since December. You know what I mean? And so whenever I got my bike back, and just the ride from the dealership to the house is like, I don't know, 15 minutes. And I was just like, it's
Yeah.
So
So,
it's nice, man.
all right, guys. Hey, I got to
Yeah,
jump off.
I like to do long. I like
Why are you leaving us,
being on the bike all
Denver?
day.
Actually, I got all the family showing up for my birthday
Okay.
dinner,
Well,
so-
wait. Before you leave, talk about your Sunday show.
Hey, Sunday on the V Twin Life, we got a buddy called Nathaniel Aid. We call him Nate Aid. He's actually a guy here out of the Northwest that I actually didn't know until a few months back when he started sharing posts on a local Harley group up here about this awesome podcast he found that talks more about motorcycle riding and trips than product stuff. And all of a sudden I started getting tagged in. I'm like, hey, this is pretty cool when somebody you don't even know is sharing stuff about your podcast. And we became friends over social media. And so he's going to be on the podcast coming this Sunday, which will be a lot of fun. The following Sunday, we're going to have some crazy background stories, and we're going to dive into also Miss Monkey. She's coming on, which
Whoa.
she posted an awesome picture here on her social media of her grandma with an old Harley back in Cuba. And I was like, oh, there's got to be some stories. And so I reached out to her. So next Sunday, we're going to have Miss Monkey sharing some stories about how she also got into life on two wheels and where it started for her and her family. And that one's going to be awesome. And it's going to be a lot of great time. So you guys check out the V Twin Life here on YouTube. It's going to be great. We got some good shit coming up. So, hey, Bri, everybody, Ray, Jason, all you guys donated a little Venmo thing. It's kind of just almost as a joke, but hey, it was awesome, man. I'm actually going to go get some goddamn good beer and fill the beer fridge. Thank you guys. Hit up the little Venmo tag and thank you. It's been a good time.
Hey,
Happy
Denver,
birthday, buddy.
all kidding aside, thanks for everything. You're a great co-host and you're a great friend, so you better have a great birthday.
I will. Actually, I got, my sons and they've all came home for the weekend, or not the weekend,
Nice.
but for tonight. And we got some other friends over. And so,
And if
they're
you
all
haven't
showing
seen
up.
Denver's social media, please follow the V Twin Life. You have to see the cookies his daughter made. They're fantastic cookies.
Dude, those things are fucking epic. She's actually put this little flyer out a couple days ago, and I think she's almost damn near to sold $1,000 worth of cookies in a week. It's fucking
Yeah.
crazy, and they're the shit.
Nice.
So, hey, Hey
Yeah,
guys,
good
everybody,
stuff.
thank you. Ray, as always, buddy, it's a good time catching up. Jason, we always have fun, right? Hell yeah.
Love you, buddy. Happy
Let's
birthday.
celebrate.
All right, guys. Hey, thank you, everybody. You guys all have a good time, and I will catch you all soon.
Later, bud.
Happy birthday. Later.
He'll be
Your mic's still
celebrating his he'll be celebrating his birthday on his wild ass.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
no,
great.
that's Denver's a hoot, man. He's he and I met doing the same thing, you know, like he was shooting shit for a little while, and then he asked me on a show. Solid dude, man. I really look forward to meeting him. That's something that is something that I've said over and over that people I'm sure are tired of hearing, but very unintended bonus of being on YouTube and meeting people online is the relationships like Denver and Bri and you guys, Salty. I've met some really cool people through this online world, and man, it's crazy because like I never would have expected that. He's a solid dude.
Yeah, it's an amazing community. And now we got Ray in the community. Ray's gonna open up his own studio now that he saw yours.
Man, I'm just like, actually, when I went to go grab this beer right now, my mother-in-law and my father-in-law are here. My wife went to the gym, and so the babies are inside. So they came over to hang out with the kids while I was on here. And I walked inside, and I was talking to him because he's actually his garage is giant. First of all, it's a giant shop, but he has this section of it. It's all walled off, separate, enclosed, separate door, everything. And I told him, I'm going to need to talk to you seriously about renting out a little studio space from you. So I have a little space that I have pretty much available to me to be able to start putting a space together. Now, I don't know that I'm going to go and do what he did, like right out of the gate. I'm thinking out of the gate, like a desk with my board and some microphones hanging off of it, and maybe a cheap banner like I have in my background right now to get rolling. I think that's what I'm thinking right now.
Now, did you buy that podcaster, or did you get that podcaster that you were talking about?
Oh, you know what? So I'm like stoked. I am stoked. That's the best way to put it. I'm excited, and I'm stoked about what I've done to be able to attract a sponsor that invested and wants to advertise on the website and on the YouTube page and advertise with me. And they sponsored me with a check. Actually, I won't say how much, but they sponsored me with a check, and so it's a very good chunk of what I need to definitely get my mics, my board, a camera. So I'm excited for that because it was happening one way or the other. I was either going to spend my money, or I was hoping to be able to find somebody to come along for the ride with me. And it's obviously it's a thing for each of us. I obviously get something out of it, but I'm going to be, it's a law firm. It's what it is, a personal injury attorney. And, we know the risk of when we throw our leg over those seats, what we take. So our industry, our market, and, is somebody for them. And so, that's who I teamed up with one. I'm working on like their logos, getting it all branded on some of my stuff to be able to put them where they need to be. So I'm excited for that next kind of phase. That's why I was telling him when I was inside, I'm like, hey, because it just happened yesterday. It literally just happened yesterday. That all this stuff like officially happened. I was meeting with the guy and all that. And until the reality of it is, until you have a check in your hand, it really isn't anything. It's all talk until you have a check in your hand. And I got a check in my hand yesterday, and now I'm like, okay, this is happening. We're moving forward, and we're going to make stuff happen. So I'm definitely excited for the next thing. But I'm not going to go out like I can't do that. I want to, but I'm going to get there.
I think even more so than the money, it's really nice that when a company or organization recognizes your work, because everybody puts their heart and soul into it, or I mean, at least they should. And if you don't, you may not see that return, but when you do and you get that acknowledgement, I mean, the relationships that you can build with people is one thing, and it's certainly the best of it. But when you start building relationships with companies, it's kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
When you're just trying to do something and have some fun, and next thing you know, people are on board. That's pretty cool.
For sure. Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
there's
pretty exciting when somebody comes, approaches you with some money and saying, "Hey, let's take this to the next level. We want to hitch our wagon to your horse, so to speak." That's exciting shit, man. It's and it
I
doesn't really
agree.
matter.
Thank you.
It doesn't really matter the amount of money or anything like that, or even if it is money. It's just like somebody else has seen what you're doing and wants to be involved with it in some kind of capacity because they believe in you. That's like, man, that's cool,
And I'm like, thank you. I appreciate that. And from I mean, Brian, you say that we do it for I do this for fun. I started this off to be fun, but the reality and the truth of it is there can be a dollar side to it. There can be. That's
100%.
Time is money, right? I mean, that's the reality of it. Time is money, and your time on editing videos and putting this stuff together, it's worth something, right? So if you can turn it into something, well, then why not? And I've had a marketing business that my wife and I have been operating for like a year and a half for some local clients from local people with their websites and their Instagram and some of their stuff like that. So for my business, for me to be able to get, it's kind of like another client. It's so that's exciting for it to grow as well, So that side of it, there's yes, growing the podcast and growing what I'm doing and like having someone take that step, but there's also the growing of the business that my wife and I are building and doing. That's a little bit more of a kick and a joy out of everything, to see all that hard work come to life.
Well, and you have a business background too, which I think really helps because if you treat it like a business, it'll pay off like a business. I think if you go in it kind of willy-nilly, you're going to get taken advantage of, especially in this market.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And you're right. I am a business guy. We have a farm and an equestrian center. We own land. There's business dealings that we deal with. So it's part of me is that, and then the other part of it is just entertainment, fun. This is easy. I could talk about motorcycles all stinking day. That's easy. That is like I don't even have to think about that. I can sit here and talk to you all night. I will take this bike apart with you all night if you really wanted to sit with me that long. That's easy for me, It's the putting it out there aspect that's the work,
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I enjoy with these. There's not a lot of investment as far as you just kick it off, you run it, and it is what it is. That's and I think that it's important because like when you do and Jason knows this better than anybody, but when you do any sort of install video or anything like that, it takes so much of your time. You're just like, I'm just losing money. I'm just bleeding money at this point.
Well, yeah. I mean, especially you gotta, I don't know what everybody else has got to do, but I know for myself, I've got to separate any type of money out of the equation. You know what I mean? Because like if you get fixated on that, you won't get past it.
Mm-hmm.
For me anyway, you know what I mean? So it's like, for me right now with anything that has to do with video editing, record, any of that stuff, it's all education right now, including the podcast that I'm doing. TexasLocalTalent.com. There is there's definitely a learning curve,
I'm learning that stuff right there because you better believe I'm going to do that same shit right there when I'm running my podcast. You better believe I'm going to do that same shit.
I'm disappointed that Denver has the ad read in the beginning because it was kind of better when he just sort of slipped it in midway. I always enjoyed that.
Oh yeah. So anyway,
it's it's hard, but it's also it's kind of a labor of love, and I found that you do have to treat it in a company where you want to make your clients happy if you're doing reviews or something, but at the same point, you don't want to let them drive you. And I've oh, look what the cat drug in. The monkey is here.
Oh man,
professional monkey.
And I think it's very easy to lose track of, you can let people push the cart or you can pull the card, or I don't know. I was going somewhere with that, but you can very easily get taken away from the fun of it and letting people dictate what you're doing. You know, my philosophy has always been, it's my channels, it's my rules. You don't like it, I'll send it back. That's fine. I have no problem with that. You don't want it, you know, you want to dictate to me, I'm just going to send it back to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am right there with you on that, because I'm not. I will say it right now. I'm not going to be for every viewing audience. I'm a little. I can be direct and blunt, and you know, I might not say the stuff that most people would say, or I don't know, you know, but I'm a little rough around the edges sometimes, and so
Yeah, but you're you.
I
That's all
agree.
that matters. You know.
But that's exactly, and that's exactly to Bry's point, is that, well, this is what I do. If you don't like it, I'm still going to do what I'm going to do. I,
Yeah.
I'm no different. I am literally no different than I am right here as I am as soon as I step away and I go talk with my friends inside of this circle of bikes. I am literally the
Right.
same person. Sometimes I'm in my own head when I'm like doing my stuff and I'm trying to produce content, but then in the reality of it, I'm just being me is my content. I am just me,
Right.
you know?
Well, and
Well,
that's what,
sometimes I think that
go ahead.
I think that sometimes people get worried about being fake. You know what I mean? Like they're worried that if they want to, you know, like, you know, I cuss like a sailor, you know what I mean? But and I don't have a problem with that. You know what I mean? Like I am who I am, but like I do try to reel it back a little bit just because I don't want to be so aggressive with it. So with that example, it's not like I feel like I'm being different or I'm putting on a show. It's just, you know, cleaning it up or whatever for whatever reason. You know what I mean? I don't, it's, somebody was saying something about a popular YouTuber about how different they are in real life, and that the whole persona that person had put online was complete show, you know, and how disappointed they were when they got to meet that person. You know what I mean? And so the whole frame of the conversation was they were worried about coming across that way. Like, man, I hope I don't ever become like that, and where I'm fake and I'm not. So, I mean, you know, I don't know. I think people worry about that, but you know, if you're you, you're you. I mean, I feel like I'm still me, even though like I'm not trying to cuss as much, but whatever. You know what I mean?
I'll let me give you an example of like just being me. The other, or like when that came into play, trying to either act or be something that I'm not. I'm going with this, and I have a good friend of mine, or he's now a good friend. I would call him a good friend. That does some video stuff, and he does some really killer like video edits. And so he came over Friday night, and he was here in my garage, and he was filming me because I want a little intro to my YouTube stuff, or just a nice video of kind of like, you know, a cool edited video. And so he came over Friday night, and they're really. I sent him an example of something that I saw, and it was very brief. I'm like, just something like this. He's like, oh, I got that. And there was really no direction of like when he came over, what we were going to do, what we were going to film, how we were going to film, or anything like that. It was just like he was going to come over, grab some content. And at first, I was a little bit in my head. I think, like you're saying, I was kind of like going like, okay, I need to. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to like pull this out? Do you want me to like grab this bottle of oil? Do you want me to grab this? Like I was thinking like that, and then he was trying to think of things to shoot, and I stopped. I literally kind of stopped in my like thought with him or talking to him, and I go, you know what? You're in my environment, man. You are in my garage. He's all, what else can we shoot? What else can we shoot? And I said, dude, I do this stuff all the time. I'm like, I'm just gonna walk around, or this. I always grab this. I always take this tool. I always move this lift. I always sit right. And I'm like,
Yeah.
After I said just do myself, it was so much easier, man.
Yeah.
It was like,
It's
oh,
easy
this
to be
isn't
yourself,
even.
right?
Yeah. So
Well,
it's a line. It's a like kind of a fence that you walk a little bit when you do this.
Hey, you know what's funny
I
is
think
like
too,
whenever,
if you put on airs and you become a caricature, and I know people do that, I think it's really hard to be that person, right? Because you can't be that person all the time. I can't turn it off. I just am who I am. You know, I can't turn it on, I should say. You know, you get me as you get me. And some days it's good and some days it's not, you know. But I think that there's more of a value to being genuine than there is to being, you know, bullshit, because people see through that really fast.
So, you know what's fun? Yes, I agree. You know what's funny is the people that I've had come into.
Good night, Trey. Ted. Sorry, I was just saying good night.
The people that I've had come in to do the podcast, it's hilarious because like I'm trying to keep the podcast down to about 45 minutes to an hour, right, of final produced content. So, but it takes at least 2 hours of recording, 2.5 hours. You know what I mean? And then I got to go through it. I got to whittle it down. But what's hilarious is everybody that I've talked to, I'm like, hey, you want to come talk about your business? You want to come talk about being an entrepreneur? Like, yeah, man, that's cool. Let's do it. They walk in and then they see the lights and the cameras and shit. And they're like, what do you want me to say? Just be you, man. Cool, man. Yeah. Hello. Like, bro, it's cool, man. It's all, you know, relax. It takes anywhere from like 30 minutes. Well, there's a couple people that pick up on it right away, but it takes like 30 minutes to an hour sometimes before people feel comfortable enough to just kind of like breathe and relax in here. And it's crazy. It's hilarious, but it's like today, you know, my buddy, he was like, you know, he's got a CBD shop, and I'm like, man, you know, he was like, he was real military at first, and then it was like once he started breathing, you know, I was just like, dude, just look at me and let's talk. You know, it's funny.
I know that's a hard. I can relate, because when I started these things like a year ago on Instagram, just Instagram Live, nothing like nothing exaggerated, nothing at all, nothing where there's a blinking red light or anything like that. When you hit that record button, I can remember going like little deer in headlights action for a quick second, kind of like, oh, what do I do? What do I say? You know? And it's funny you say that, because we have a family farm here. And so I try and get my uncle and his wife, who I work with, I try and get them on podcasts locally, or get them on the radio station, or get them on the whatever. And so I started to get them involved in that more. For the past like 2 or 3 years, I've been the one that's been going and speaking on behalf and doing the podcast and getting on the radio and recording commercials and doing that type of stuff. I've been the one that's kind of done that. And that's fine and all, but I'm not the owner and the operator. I'm the marketing and the advertising and management guy. You know, that's what I am. I'm behind the scenes stuff. And so it was fine for a while. And I finally told them, I said, look, the image, like the brand that we're building here and everything, it's a family owned farm. People need to see your face. People need to see who you are and what you know, and I'm family. Yes, I am family, but I'm not the owner of the entire property. You are. So we need to get you out and put your face, because they avoided social media and all that stuff for so long, you know, and I finally convinced them that you got to do this. Anyways, the beginning of the year, I finally started getting them. I'm like, look, you're going to need to go and talk. I'm like, I don't understand. Like, you're going to need to go to these podcasts and get your voice out there and get heard. And they're like, okay, well, come with us. Can you at least come with us? And, you know, just a comfort level type thing. Yeah. And when I would go with them, the first couple of them, they did exactly what you said. The conversation was fine. There's a pre-conversation before the record button gets hit. We're all talking in the room with the interviewers and everything. Everything is fine. We're just having a conversation. And then all of a sudden, when those headphones go on, and I go, okay, here we go, bing, and tightened up, and it's like, listen, stop doing all that. Just have a conversation. You be personable, be professional, but just have a conversation. It's just a human nature for people to react that way, you know?
Well, and it's really hard. I mean, because you have to, I almost think that it's better that you sound flawed than you do if you sound perfect. Because I think when you sound perfect, we've been experiencing that through work, and Jason knows this more than anybody, because I call him, bitch to him all about it. But, you know, we threw in this idea that we needed a teleprompter. The teleprompter is great. However, the teleprompter makes you less engaging because you're doing this.
You're reading.
I can't believe I'm on this podcast. It is amazing. It doesn't have that same flow.
Bullet points. You know what I mean?
I mean, don't get me wrong. Let's be honest. If we're being honest with this stuff, you have to be comfortable speaking. You
Yes.
can't not be a public speaker of some sort. You can't be uncomfortable speaking in a crowd of just 5 people or 10 people. And if this wouldn't be the gig for you. This wouldn't be the thing for you to do if that's the way that you feel. There's got to be, or if you do feel that way, you got to learn how to get past that shit really quick. Because I mean, you have to be able to speak. You have to be able to articulate your point and what it is, and describe in detail what it is that you're talking about. Like if you're going to end up putting this on a podcast, Bri, of any sort, you have to be able to articulate what we're talking about for an audience to be able to imagine. You have to have that skill. You have to possess that a little bit. So it's got to ebb and its flow. It's funny. I listen to like Joe Rogan and those other guys, man. And really what it is, man, it's repetition. It's just doing it and doing it, and doing it, and getting comfortable with it, and knowing how to react, and listening. Let me tell you guys, the most important thing of this whole thing that I have learned is listening to the people that are talking to you, because that's where I go, oh, squirrel, and I start talking about that right there. Like that is one of the most important things I've taken away from all this, is being engaged and listening to my guests that I'm talking to.
Well, and that's 90% of communication. That's what bugs me in work meetings, is everybody just wants to hear themselves talk. And I'm like, well, that's great, but you're not listening. And if you're not listening, it's just pointless. It's hard, because for me, like you said, the first time you're on camera, you're like, but now it's like, all right, well, if I screw up, I screw up. Sometimes that's the fun of it.
Yeah.
Well,
you would think now with all the COVID stuff that just happened, everyone would be used to being on a screen now with Zoom meetings and all that stuff. You just probably be a little bit more comfortable with it more than ever before.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's amazing. We couldn't give away video conferencing time at work, and then the COVID hit, and it was like all of a sudden everybody's like, "How does that work again?" I'm like, "We've only had it for 3 years, but we'll show you."
Blow the dust off that thing.
I'm so bummed that I didn't invest into Zoom or any of that stuff before that stuff really hit.
Well, that's ongoing, right? I mean, now the thing in Ukraine, it's like, there's always turmoil happening. It seems like here the last few years. I don't know.
Always.
So how long do you think it took you before you got comfortable with that?
What? Doing
just
speaking
just
in front
doing
of the camera?
these and being on camera.
I just not to toot my own horn or anything, but I'm okay speaking in front of a crowd. I kind of like that little bit of like if there's I like to be humorous. I like to be able to joke and make a crowd laugh and stuff like that. One of my bucket list things is to like go up on stage and do like an amateur comedy night, just to kind of check that shit off of my bucket list. So the talking portion, that's always been easy.
Watch this video.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, just I guess not too long. Thankfully, it's one of the things I realized. If I'm gonna do this, I need to shake whatever little bit of fear I have out of the gate really quick. And I'll be honest with you, what makes it really easy and is talking to guys like you and the guests that I have. Some guests, some of them are like pulling teeth, and it's a little bit hard to like engage and interact. Not all of them, but you have to have a little pre-conversation with them. You have to have a little ebb and a flow, So having a good guest definitely helps, keeps me engaged a little bit more. But having someone like that, guys like you, I literally just feel like I'm talking to you in my garage right now. Like you guys are here in my garage. It's pretty simple.
Well, that was the whole reason I wanted to do the podcast, is I really wanted to sit and learn everybody's story. But at the same time, I didn't want it to sound overly produced. And one of the nicest compliments I got is somebody said, I kind of feel like I'm sitting at the bar and I'm hearing two people talk. And to me, that's really the what the hell is he doing? Oh, he's showing everybody he has a bike, or at least a picture of one.
Oh, you bastard.
See how fast we turn.
Good one.
Oh, look, he's got a timestamp. Big Smitty's in the house, man. You don't see much of Big Smitty. I miss Big Smitty.
Smitty, what up, yo?
Talk about a solid dude. There's some great people in the side chat.
Yeah, Brian, you got a very good you have a very good following on here, man.
Yeah, I'm
so shout out.
very grateful. I mean, I've got a lot of people that follow this channel that are just really good people.
Good, man. I have my regulars and stuff that check in on Instagram and stuff, and those people you always remember. Those people always stick out more than anybody else, you know. So you got a good following here. A lot of people active in the chat and stuff. That is one of my, I guess, concerns out of the gate, is because I've only been establishing an Instagram audience. Most of my stuff is right there. The YouTube stuff is going to take a while to, develop the following. I'd really love for if just like half of my Instagram audience went over there to go and start watching it there, because and I keep trying to tell people that the experience here on YouTube and watching it on YouTube is going to be so much better than it is streaming it on Instagram. So I'm trying to relay that point.
It's crazy how much cross-platform doesn't happen. It's like I started YouTube. I started my Instagram, my Sets or Penance Instagram, with the idea thinking that, I'll be able to get cross-platform, whatever. But it's like, you're an Instagram, you're posting some shit on YouTube, that you're going to get a like and then an attaboy, but getting them to put down Instagram and go over to YouTube is challenging.
And that's what I've been hearing. A buddy of mine, Irving, who I had on the showcase very early in the beginning of it, he runs an Instagram page on Bagger Society. It's called Bagger Society, and it's like more Vikla Cholo style kind of bikes. And he rides one like that himself. And he's got a following. Shoot, I can't remember. It's like 25, 30, maybe even more. 25, 30,000 followers. It's a large following that he has on Instagram. And I was talking to him a little bit about the stuff he was doing. He started doing some YouTube stuff. He started doing some vlogging on YouTube, putting up some videos. He created a YouTube channel, and he said the same exact thing. He's like, YouTube is a different ball game. It's a different crowd or a different genre. Not everybody that's on Instagram translates over to that or will go and watch you on that. They're just going to watch you on the platform that you're on. So I thought that to be interesting, and I thought, well, how true can that be? Because I personally watch YouTube and Instagram. I don't use Facebook so much, but I jump back and forth. But it seems to be holding true. It's hard to get them to go one to the other.
Let me ask you this though: when do you have a do you watch YouTube for content, or do you watch your buddies?
Okay, so what do you mean? Like,
what I'm really getting at is that, so people that go to YouTube to watch content, like motovloggers, they got a list of subscribed motovloggers that they go to, and then it's like, okay, I'm going to binge watch what my buddies have been doing, and maybe even not my buddies, right? But it's like, that's a dedicated time to go to YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So whereas if I'm on Instagram, I might be in the middle of the day, I might be at the grocery store or whatever, and I'm scrolling through and it's like, and then somebody's like, hey, I'm going on YouTube here in 5 minutes. I'm going to like it, but I don't have I'm not in YouTube mode right now. You know what I mean?
Not sure.
I think
that makes a lot of sense.
I think YouTube takes a different amount of dedication. I think Instagram is great if you want to post, quick pictures, and there's a lot of influencers there. But I feel like with YouTube, it's a different animal. You really have to do the work, because I feel like with YouTube, because it's so big, people just, they're not going to watch your content. I mean, to commit 20 minutes of your time to watch a video, even 10 minutes is a lot. It's no big deal to scroll and like somebody's video.
He put that in one of his videos. He's like, I'm going to try not to waste your time. You know what I mean? And I think that says a lot. That means something to me, but like, it's definitely, in my opinion, YouTube is its own audience, and that the Instagram, like, I thought that I would be able to build an audience in Instagram and bring them over to YouTube. That's not the case, because I think, like you're saying, it's a different animal, because people they watch YouTube differently than they look at Instagram. You know what I mean?
I mean, I've learned that.
And YouTube's become very well. I mean, I wasn't going to say YouTube. Instagram's become very product placement, which they accuse YouTube of being. But Instagram's become even more of that. Like you can
Oh,
scroll through, and you're just like,
every
okay,
well, it's like it takes up as you're scrolling, you get an ad, and then you scroll past it. It's like there's an ad within your scrolling. You know what I mean? To where it's got to be on. It's crazy how much ads that are on Instagram.
No, but I'm even saying, like, from the influencer standpoint, you'll see a lot of influencers show up that are pushing a product where you don't see that all the time with YouTube. I feel like with Instagram, it's become a very like almost an ad. Every a lot of this content is just basically an ad for something rather than
And
being
that's I think that's a pretty damn accurate and true statement. Actually, the more when you break it down like that, and when I think about what I'm seeing in my feed and whatnot, I think that's pretty spot on right there. So I'm doing it this way because I started on Instagram. It was really simple. I just had to go live. I just had to bang one button. Boom! I was done. I was online. It was really that simple, and it was having a conversation with somebody where I can just add them pretty damn simple. So I started there because it was really that simple. But I'm doing it this way now, and this is a platform called StreamYard. Brian and Denver kind of introduced me to it, and I didn't want to lose that platform, so I got a plan that allows me to stream to 3 different places at one time. I only started the Facebook one because I could stream to 3 places at one time. I figured if I can stream up to 3 places, well then I'm going to do it in 3 places all simultaneously rather than just 2. So I go ahead.
No, I was going to say my only problem I have with that, and this seems shallow, but I feel like if I put content on YouTube, I can potentially monetize it, right? Even though my channel is monetized, things certainly don't always hit. But with Instagram, I feel like I'm posting something, and if you're kind of giving it away for free, if you will.
However, like we were saying earlier, that Instagram crowd isn't going to go see your stuff on YouTube.
Correct.
Yeah.
So
it's a different ball game, like you said, with or
Look, he's just streaming all everybody.
It's a different ball game from one to the other. The goal here on YouTube a little bit is, like you said, to monetize, to make you can try and get to that level and do it that way. What I've learned with Instagram a little bit, it's more, if you grab an audience, you can start doing what you're talking about. You can start selling ad space. That's more what you're doing to monetize yourself in terms of reimbursement of or capitalizing on your following or your likability, I guess.
Sure.
So, yeah.
I mean,
honestly, all shit aside, I mean, we're talking about the business aspect of it. The truth of the matter is, I really just want to hang out and talk to dudes that are like me. And if it happens to grow somewhere, I'm going to put my best foot forward in making it a good product. Because if it's going to have my name on it and I'm going to be doing it, I want it to represent and stand out well. So don't, believe that I'm going to do that portion of it. I'm going to make sure that I try and shine my absolute best. But the reality of it is, I just want to talk to guys in their garage. And now I have these conversations with my buddies when I go over to their garage. So what's the big difference of hitting this damn switch and putting it out there for, even if just my friends listen or people like-minded start to go, I like that guy. I like what he brings to the table. I like what they talk about. I like the flavor of that show. Well, then so be it. What's the harm in that? So when they see us out, they're like, hey, screw you, because we talk shit. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm totally okay with that. That is at the top of the list, man. Really just connecting with guys that are like me,
Brian, I got to ask you something.
Yes.
Is that a stress ball in your hand?
It is.
Am I stressing you out?
Maybe.
Oh, I thought that's what I saw.
No, Jason was saying that Monkey does a lot of cross-platform where he uses Instagram to bring people to YouTube, and I think it's very hit or miss. I feel like for all the stuff I throw up on Instagram, I don't necessarily find it to be the return.
Yeah.
But everybody's platform is different. You know what I mean?
Well, an audience too, right? Monkey's got a hell of an audience, you know. So the people that are watching him, they're going to follow him around wherever he's at. You know what I'm saying? But I think if you're trying, go ahead.
No, I was saying I'm waiting for Monkey to review a rock. That's what I really want to see. I want to see how many rocks Monkey can sell. I feel he's at that influencer point where he could be like, you see the stress ball? You need the stress ball. And then it sells out on Amazon.
We only have a limited supply of them, so get them like
limited supply. Act now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's true, Smitty. That gold wing's holding you back.
Oh,
Smitty's
Gold
making
Ring
gold
Riders,
wings
are
great
they even
again.
on social media?
Well,
Besides Smitty?
they don't know how to work it. They had to get their grandkids to get on social media.
I'm gonna ask Sky
Oh, that's hilarious.
I'm gonna ask the ultimate question. If you're a real Goldwing guy, do you have the car tire on the rear, or do you have the motorcycle tire? Because those Goldwing guys, they like to go to the dark side and put the
dark side,
car
yeah.
tire on the rear. So do you have, if you have a Goldwing, who was it that asked that?
No, we're just giving Smitty shit. He's got a gold
Yeah.
wing.
Yeah.
Well, I want to know,
He
does
does
he
have
have a
a
car
couple
tire in
though.
the back?
He
That
does have a couple.
yeah, the guy in Daytona didn't make out really well trying to jump the drawbridge with his
Trailer.
with
Is
his
that what
trailer.
I saw some video of a bike dangling on a bridge. Is that what that was?
Yep.
I had no
Yeah, the
idea what
trailer
that was
holding his
about.
bike. The trailer was on the trailer was holding his bike up.
So what? He tried to jump the drawbridge? Is that
Yep.
what you said?
That's the problem with Goldwing riders. They want to get back to that, Bluebird special, that 4:00 special at the diner. So he was hauling ass.
Is that it was a Goldwing too?
It was a Goldwing because if you're going to jump a bridge, why not do it in comfort?
With air conditioning.
He said he doesn't have he's not on the dark side. He doesn't have he
No.
doesn't have the car tire.
He was confused. Well, he's already confused. He's on a Goldwing. I mean, you can't say too much. I just can't imagine at what point when the bridge was going up, you're like, I can make that. Like at what point?
If you've watched enough Dukes of Hazzard, you believe you can make anything. You've seen it happen.
I watched a lot of Dukes of Hazzard. I ain't trying that with a trailer.
I want to know at the point when he realized he couldn't make it, what he was thinking. Should have gave it more gas.
At least he dropped it and slid off, or he would have been dead. Hey Lee,
Wait a minute. He tried to. So walk me through this. He tried to jump it on the Goldwing. He was riding the Goldwing and tried to jump it.
I mean, to Monkey's point, he probably didn't know or wasn't paying attention. But the bridge was up substantially. It was up pretty high. I mean, more than I would have tried it. And then he had a trailer on the back of it, and he bailed at the last second. The bike went over the bridge, and the trailer actually was holding the bike up off the bridge.
Oh, he had a tow. He was towing a trailer on the Goldwing. Oh, shit! So did he go down the bridge, or did he bail before he bailed before?
Off. From the video I saw, he slid off and didn't leave the bridge, so he was still on the bridge deck.
Wow!
When it happened.
Was it a pretty high bridge?
I mean, I don't know, but Goldwing falling on top of you is going to kill you every time.
Man, those bridges are like freaking straight up and shit, damn near when they're up a lot when they're. How could you not notice that you're climbing this giant hill? And don't they have gates at the bottom of it? Jesus.
I thought I did hear him. I thought I did hear that he went around it.
That's what Hells is saying.
He went around the arms to tell you not to go. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Dumbass.
Wonder what those arms were about.
Why are those blinking lights blinking?
Yeah. I better get out of here. I better miss the train.
I better hurry up. Oh, that's
Hal's is
funny.
saying it's the Main Street Bridge. So that's Hal's. How high is that off the water, you think? Not that it matters. I mean, you're going to get killed either way, but jeez.
That's crazy. We have one, I think, here in Long Beach.
Smitty's sticking with the Honda. He's not going to Indian. He's committed.
There's been some recent developments in the Indian saga out in Houston.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard the Salty's a little salty about his Indian, but you know.
No, you heard wrong. Salty is very salty. Yeah, that's mm-hmm.
Oh,
he has bad luck with everything. The same day that his Indian took a shit, he calls me and he's like, "Hey, I can't get my GoPro to work." I was like, did you try resetting it? He's like, "Yeah, man, I don't know." He's like, everything that was tech involved that day just took a shit on him. It's a thing. It's pretty damn funny.
Yeah, it's not easy. So you're gonna go. So Ray, you gonna take the plunge of doing any moto vlogging or doing any on bike stuff? You think?
You know what? I would really like to, and I was trying to for a little bit, and I went on a trip in August. Yeah, it was the middle of August. I went 5 states, 2,800 miles, 5 days. No, 7 states, 5 days, 2,800 miles. And I had my GoPro mounted to my windshield, like with the adhesive and shit on there.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't even to our first leg. I was riding from here to Zion was going to be our first layover. And we were just outside, I think, of state line from from Nevada, and maybe about 15 minutes away. And I hit these freaking like ruts in the road, and the base of it broke, and my GoPro just went flying, like behind me. And I saw it bounce off, and I went to go try and grab it with my like clutch hand, and didn't make it. And I just saw it bounce and shatter and ride behind me.
Oh,
and so
no.
that was like heartbreaking, because that was like a $500 freaking camera, and I got a little distraught and discouraged after that, and so I haven't replaced the GoPro yet. I haven't replaced it yet.
Oh, yeah. Man, that's not good. So look what the cat drug in. The one and only Harley Fatboy Jr.
What's up, fellas? Hey, man.
Damn,
you guys been killing.
You got a nice little setup and mic and shit right there too. I feel like I got to step up my game.
Ray, hold on. Harley, do me a favor, Junior. Can you bring the strippers to the stage? Wait, you got to wait for this. Here it comes.
Coming to the stage. The Mango Masher.
Thanks, Jason, very much.
Oh man, you guys are awesome. Hey, I want to hop on. Right, thanks for letting me come on real quick, man.
Sure.
Just got busy day with the kids, but Ray, man, really appreciate you, bro. I've been following you for a long time on Instagram, and I love following these dudes that just have a ton of knowledge on motorcycles, and just the whole Harley lifestyle. And
so, why do you follow me?
Man. The information that the information that you bring to this, man, is pretty nuts. And I've learned a lot from watching you and a bunch of other people, that are in the chat right now, like Pro Monkey, Big Smitty, Brian, of course, Setzer, all you guys. But just wanted to hop on real quick and just say appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Thanks for the stickers. I'm waiting on that hoodie. That better be the first address that you send it out to, because I've been giving you shit for like nearly 3 months now, bro. So
I was saying earlier in the thing about people hit me up for them, and you are the one that came to mind when I was actually saying that. You are literally the guy that was like, he hits me up all the time for that hoodie. So as soon as they are on that thing, I am going to message you personally to let you know they're ready to go, man.
Right on, man. I appreciate you though. Yeah, every time you're doing a showcase, man, you're wearing the hoodie. I'm like, damn it, there it is again, man. I just love that hoodie, dude. I love it, man. That was a great idea, man. Killing it.
Thanks, man. And I sincerely and truly appreciate the support, man. You are constantly in the DMs, liking shit, saying good shit, positive, man. I sincerely appreciate it. And of course, I wish you success in everything that you're doing as well, man.
Right on, man. Really appreciate it. You're in good hands, man. You got some savages on right now, man. Brian the Biker, Denver took off. Happy birthday, Denver. You got Jason over here, Setzer, with the freaking $1 billion setup he's got in his home right now. But all
he's
earned,
cosplaying
man.
as Joe Rogan.
And I know that, yeah. And I know that, hey, Setzer's had his stuff. He's had it for a long. He's like me, man. I've had stuff in the garage that hasn't been opened. It's been like over a year now. And I know just messaging him, some of that stuff he's had for a long time. So I'm just stoked that he's got it set up. I'm stoked that he's doing what he's doing. And you guys just have so much, you have so much to offer, man. So I'm just glad you guys are doing this, man. It's pretty bad. And for you too, Ray, it's good that you're going to start doing this stuff and get on this platform because you already got, a lot of a great following. So, and I know there's a lot of people that were in the chat today who have never even, they don't know of you. So now this is a good opportunity for you to get yourself out there with through Brian. And it's just, man, I'm excited for you guys to be doing great things, man. Super stoked.
Man, I appreciate the love.
I loved your video and your enthusiasm from that package from Denver. That was great.
Oh, who was that?
Such a great guy. I love seeing that.
Yeah, dude. Denver's, yeah. Both you guys, man. And the thing with Denver too is the dude, he's not too far from you, man.
Nice.
So looking forward to
we got you another sub, Ray.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Oh yeah. What's your Instagram handle? Hold on, I'll find it. While you guys
gotta follow him on Instagram, man. And Ray's surrounded by some pretty badass dudes that know their shit and that are pretty damn funny, man. And I love how they just give each other shit. It's the funniest, man. They're just like, it's just one big family, dude. It's crazy.
Definitely, yeah. The Instagram handle is Harley_showcase. That's the Instagram handle over there. Most of the content is there. If you can go back. I do all the videos or all the streams that I do. I post them after I'm done with them. So you can go back and watch all those videos still on the page right now. And get kind of caught up. There's over a year's worth of stuff there now. So there's plenty of guys on there that have spit some really good knowledge, some stuff that I didn't know, teach me some stuff. I'm always ears, so I'm always trying to listen. But it's Harley Showcase. Same thing with the website will be Harley Showcase 247.com here very, very soon. Harley Showcase on YouTube. Everything you find me under Harley Showcase.
Awesome. When Junior, be honest, did you get a hug? Did you get a hug from Smitty?
I got a big hug from Smitty, man. We hugged multiple times.
Damn it,
dude!
I
got no.
Bummed out, man.
I don't care.
Meeting up.
I don't care what people say. And you should have been there too, Setzer, man. I should have hit you up, man. That's my fault.
Right,
I messed up on that one.
No.
I hear my daughter over there screaming. That's probably my cue for me to go.
Yeah, we're wrapping up on 2 hours anyway. We got to close it out.
Hey,
so,
Ray,
man.
Before you go, Ray, just tell everybody where they can find you.
Yeah, find me on now. Now you're gonna be able to find me on 3 different platforms: Instagram at Harley_showcase, YouTube at Harley Showcase, Facebook also at Harley Showcase. There'll be a website very soon, about 70-80% done. Harley Showcase 247.com. You're gonna find me on just Google Harley Showcase, and you're gonna find me on whatever platform you're on. Don't be afraid to direct message me. I want to make sure that people understand that. Please, I am just a Joe Blow schmo that wrenches on motorcycles. I'm a grease monkey at heart. I know when I started this thing, my thing was there's no person that has too small a followers or a large following, because I don't really care about any of that stuff. I really just want to talk to guys that are like me. So if if you're interested, please just message me. It's really that simple. There's no prerequisite other than don't be a weirdo and own a Harley. That's the only prerequisite is come and have some fun and own a Harley. I don't care what kind of Harley you own. I just really want to talk to you about your Harley and your experience.
Smitty's triggered right now.
Right on, man. That's awesome, Ray. That's awesome, bro. Appreciate it,
so,
man.
Hey, guys. Good to see you, man. I appreciate you, Bri, for having me on. We're going to have to do this again. I'm going to have to invite you to one of my streams. When I start going with these things, we'll have a live Sunday thing, and we'll bring everybody in, man. I can have, I think, up to 10 people on that thing. So we'll make it a party or something. Maybe all of us here, and then bring Denver as well. And I got a couple of other friends that will come and join us. So Maybe we just do one giant party, man. We'll figure something out.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so
Well,
much,
guys,
Ray,
you
for your
guys have a-
time. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, man. You guys have a good night, man.
You too.
Right on, Ray.
All right. So
What,
we're
what
going to.
what was TJ saying? What was Pro Monkey saying?
He said there was a lot of man love.
Yeah, there definitely was, man. He was missing too. Man,
No, you know,
Pro Monkey just fucking killing it. So excuse my language, just killing it, man. Freaking love
Junior,
that dude.
your potty mouth. Come
I know,
on,
man. I can't.
I'm
You know what's
calling them
funny?
strippers of
Is-
the stage.
I was listening to this thing, and Ray's always cussing on Instagram, and like I don't think I heard him cuss once tonight. It's funny.
Well, you know, we try to be professional here.
Yeah.
Oh, Motor Noggin wants to know who the big spoon was. Spill it, Junior.
Come on, Monk. I'm not a weirdo.
It's not Monk, it's
Um,
Motor Noggin.
Oh,
I mean, it was
Hey,
a legitimate
that's,
question.
that's personal, big guy.
All right. Well, we're at the 2-hour mark, so we're going to wrap this up. So
Right, man.
thank you
Appreciate it.
all for joining the Beyond the Rider episode 40. If you're listening to this on the podcast version, please check out this and other motorcycle content available on my Bride the Biker channel. And make sure you check out the V-Twin Life this Sunday. I will be sitting in with Denver as always. So I hope you guys have a great week. Monkey has a live stream tomorrow. Professional Monkey has a live stream tomorrow, and Baggers and Brews have a live stream on Friday. They're mixing it up, so make sure you guys check it out.
Thursday, huh?
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun one.
Right on.
And then I'll see you guys Sunday if I don't see you. Hope you guys have a great week, and please remember you're not alone. Thanks for listening or watching. See you guys.
Appreciate you, brother.